Live from Gene Autry Way, welcome to Angels Stadium. We've got Major League Baseball on a Tuesday night. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Angels. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the mound now, Kyle Hendricks. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Zips it to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Anthony Santander.
Really an essential part of this lineup. Top 5 in slugging in the American League right now. He's putting up some pretty big power numbers, and when you can get that kind of production out of a player like this, tell you what, it's only going to make the team better as a whole.
Hendricks deals. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out. Back in Anaheim and towing the slab here, Bowden Francis. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. Some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Barger under it. And it's caught for the out. Here's Trout. And that's through there for a strike. Now 1-2. 2 out, space is empty. That one lifted to left. Barger under this one. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. New inning getting started. Anthony Santander at the plate. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Ground ball left side. Jump throw on the money. Nice play. One hit in the bottom half of inning number 2. And now here is Taylor Ward. That misses, and it's 2-1. Francis with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Not even close there. 3-1.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
2 outs. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Kirk brings it in, and that is that. So no runs on no hit. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And there's a foul ball.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
And foul ball. Got him. That K is his third of the game. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Out there to center. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
That one way outside, and it's 2-2. Man at second. Swing and a pop-up. Newman. Corrals it. Two-way down. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Andres Jimenez. Man on second, two down. Back to the mound. He's got it. Gets it to first. And that is the third out of the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Still no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. In the dirt, 2-1. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Joe Adele. Nobody out. Runner at first. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter. Lowing away with some good action at the end.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise. 2 outs.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Runner on the move. Runner on the go again. Popped in the air. Left side. And that is that. No run. Ball to strike. The pitch. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first, and Bichetta's retired. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And that's in for a strike. And it's 3-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. His 16th homer of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And the batter now, Dalton Varsho. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Toronto picks up. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to
swings and misses, struck him out.
Man, it's so tough to let a slow curveball like that one just travel all the way into.
Trout on the move, pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Out.
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So and we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Addison Barger. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Hauls it in for the out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Just a slow ground ball this time. Whips it across. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball.
This is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Cut on and lifted in the air, and George makes the grab. And next for the Angels, Zach Neto. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 1 out, base is empty. He goes down looking. So in now for the Angels, Mickey Moniak.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
In the air, left field, down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, has room, and he makes the catch. Back here at Angel Stadium. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's George Springer to start it off. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Up the middle, Newman sends it to first, and there's 2 down.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
So 2 down. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. And that's downstairs and outside. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that's the 3rd out. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Misses outside, and the count is 2-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho has a beat on it. Makes the grab. 1 away. The batter now, Kevin Newman. Line drive. He dives, but he can't make the catch. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit. Runner on the go. And the count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Suarez.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Action in the Angels bullpen. And Joyce getting loose out there. Quijada, the lefty, warming up as well. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Now the left fielder, Addison Barger. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it drops in. 1 gone, runner at first. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. To third. Slings to second. And that's 2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And a count 1-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That one missed. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side for this. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. And Joyce.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. And he swings through that one. On to first. And he'll be safe at first. and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Clement aboard here at first with nobody out. Joyce checks over to first, and he's back. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And now Andres Jimenez. Pinch hitter coming on, Will Wagner. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and he breaks his bat. Moncada throws to first in time. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. That one in triple digits.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a heater. So no runs on. Staying in the game on defense, Will Wagner. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. Here is Yoan Moncada. Pitch misses there, and now 3-1. And the tying run is on base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Zach Neto digs in now. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Almost got him.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Next to hit, Mickey Moniak. And they're all loaded up.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
So now here's the DH. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Hauls it in, one away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate. These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
And that one almost hit him. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third.
Oh, and now a wild pitch. And that cost him a run as he scores easily. Line to left, down the line, and it's foul. With the go-ahead run at third, here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Through 8 full, all tied 1-1. Now into the game, Scott Kingery. He's the new third baseman. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Kenley Jansen. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one lifted in the air center field. He's got it, and a quick out number 1. And next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that quickly 2 away. Now a chance for Dalton Varsho. 2 outs. That's the third, and there's a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not going to get him. He's in there.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
And here is Addison Barker. Swings and misses, struck him out. Went back to the slider. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Chad Green. And now batting Mike Trout.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball.
Got him swinging.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, keeping him straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. And I'm so glad I'm retired.
Outside. It's 2-2. In the air, right field. Springer on the move. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. We're in extras here. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ernie Clement will hit next. With the go-ahead run at third, and here in extra innings. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Jansen fires. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Out to short. Tosses across the first, and that is that. So out of the pen comes the right-hander. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Strike 3, got him swinging. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th. Next to hit, Zach Neto. Swung on, belted. And that one hops the wall. Across is the winning run, and the Angels walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact.
And your final score here today, 2-1. A 1-run extra inning win. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Angels. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get started. Today's starting pitcher, Tyler Anderson. Singy, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of...
Here goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming around third is Jimenez. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fought off foul. Bichette on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And makes the grab. And there's one down. Anthony Santander at the plate. And foul ball. Ground ball right side, could be two. Neto for one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Anaheim. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Kevin Gausman. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
One ball. Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Slider got him for strike 3. And now the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. The flip to the pitcher covering. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. Here's Mike Trout. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Angels retired. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now it's the right fielder, Davis Schneider. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now here is Alejandro Kirk.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Swings Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Addison Barger getting ready to hit. Anderson ready to work. In the air, left field. And that'll do it. And we're back. Jorge Soler up at the plate. That one's in there. And it's 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. At the plate, Logan O'Hoppe in the air, left side. Barker sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out. And now Yoan Moncada. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Angels go down 1-2-3. On to the third inning. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. In the air, out towards right center. Moniak on his way over. He's got it. One down. Here's Andres Jimenez.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Bo Bichette up to the dish. That one ripped. That's back there. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Next up for the Blue Jays.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out. Back here at Angel Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Taylor Ward.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's a foul ball. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Mickey Moniak, the next to hit for the Angels. Out towards left center. Varsho right there to make the grab. And there are 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Angels held in check. They still trail 1-0. Back in Anaheim as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's a big power threat. Anthony Santander. And a swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Way inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and they come away without an out. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. Runner takes off. Pitches high. Throw, safe.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Popped up. Shanuel makes the grab for the second out. So 2 down now, and here is Alejandro Kirk. Ground ball right side. And that is the inning. So 1 hit is all. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Kevin Newman, into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. So up next, Mike Trout. And 1 and 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Stays alive. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On its way to the corner, and that's a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Foul ball still, a 1 and 2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastballs.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. This one lifted in the air, left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher. But you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Gimenez. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home, but it's offline.
No, he beat it.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Newman. The flip. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's 2-zip. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here is Logan O'Hoppe. 1 and 2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here comes Yoan Moncada. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Outside, and that is ball 4. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. And that's a strike. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And down on strikes. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. And now Mickey Moniak. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that ends the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Hans Kraus.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that's a fair ball. So a man at first. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner at first with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Davis Schneider. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground. Neto. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang, played. Back here at Angel Stadium. Well, we go bottom 6. So in now for the 8th. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Bangs off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Breaking ball down and in. Did a nice job of just catching out in front. I like that he didn't spin off the ball by opening up that front hip too early.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. He takes it on his own. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss, struck him out on a splitter.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games.
Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied. And we're starting over. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back in Anaheim, we go to the top of the 7th, and now it's going to be Alejandro Kirk. Here's a 1-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Trout settles under it, hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. The 2-1. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
In the air, right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. So digging in, Andres Jimenez. Two outs. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw.
He beat it.
Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Stepping in, Bichette. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Swing and a base hit. Jimenez coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Bichette off of first with 2 away. So Vladdy Jr. strikes out. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Foul ball there.
Helpful.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Fights it off, he'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here is Moncada.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it, and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split-fingered fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
And there's a hit. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The other way. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Off-balance speed, there's 1. And next for L.A., Zach Neto. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Tommy Nance.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And that one finds its way through. And the go-ahead run is on base. And next for the Angels, Kevin Newman. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Clement over to first. Inning over. That's a... Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose Quijada.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact. Not a lot of hits, period.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Newman to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. George Springer looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Out to short, Neto. Fires across the diamond, and the Blue Jays go down. So remaining in the game defensively, George Springer. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Well, one-run game. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. Throws to first in time. One up, one down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one down the line. Clement sends it across to first, and that quickly 2 away. Now it's the DH for the Angels. Jorge Soler gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. And Joyce.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Fastball is outside. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Jose Suarez. The left-handed reliever appears to be getting loose. Number 57 getting loose as well. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And there's a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Headed towards the corner. Ward running hard to get it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. On the ground to second, might be 2. Neto for 1. Relay to first, double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now it's going to be Ernie Clement. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
And they'll do it again. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
That's out number 2.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. On the ground to short, dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Hoffman is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Angels. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. Our starter in this one, Yusei Kikuchi. What do you have on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, George Springer.
Batting over 400 against his starting pitcher in his career. Look for him to have some good at-bats in this one. You know, sometimes you just see a certain pitcher better than others, and I think that's definitely the case.
1 out, bases empty. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. Hit in the air, right field. Trout hauls it in, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Pitch misses, 2-2.
Full count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Anthony Santander at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. They get the force. That ends the frame. 1 left for Toronto, and now the Angels will get their first. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Jose Barrios. What do you got on him, Chris?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best. Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Newman gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's down and away. Barrios went the distance the last time out, throwing a complete game.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they tack on 3. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Yohan Moncada with a chance to hit.
Boog, I bet he got some fist bumps from the relief crew after that shutout. I'm sure they appreciated how he gave them the day off.
2 balls.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Center field. Varsho moving under it. Drops into the glove. 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels, and he takes a strike.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
And he deals. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Mike Trout doing Mike Trout things. It's now 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now it's Dalton Varsho. Slow roller up the middle. Newman fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, dude.
I got to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait to see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game.
Yeah, the batter now, Addison Barger. In the air, left field, down the line. Ward makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. 2-1 now. In the air, center field. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Here comes Travis d'Arnaud. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And it remains 2-2. In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. And next for L.A., Zach Neto. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 strikes.
Outside low, and it's a full count. Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Got him swinging. The batter now, Kevin Newman. Pitches in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. And that's outside. Neto off of first with 2 away. That's off the mark. 3-2 now. Slides, but he can't come up with it. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So up next, Nolan Schanuel. Ripped on the ground to second. Jimenez throw to first. Inning over. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Up the middle. Newman to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. And the batter is George Springer. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Moniak settles under this one. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Here's Andres Jimenez. This ball's chopped on the ground. Neto whips it to first on the run. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the power speed combo. Mike Trout. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper is looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Springer there makes the catch. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Just missed. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 strikes.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable
1 ball,
location,
2
but he
strikes.
found a way to just get it by him.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner, and that keeps the inning alive.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Digging in, Taylor Ward. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Caught. Good thing, too, he was out of space. Angels strand one. Back here at Angel Stadium, start of the fourth, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And the batter now, Anthony Santander. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Trout makes the catch, and there's one down. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. The 1-1.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Guerrero, the runner at second with one away. This one smoked out to left. Ward pulls it down, and there's 2 down. Addison Barger, the next to hit. Man at second. Throw sails over his head at first. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. So runner at second, 2 down. Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. Swing and a ground ball. They limit the damage here. Back in Anaheim, Travis d'Arnaud digs in. And a base hit into right. And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner at first with no outs here. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. That's back there. Out of here. His 4th home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 5-1.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good.
Next pitch is inside, and it's 2-1. That one missed.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Draws the walk there. Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Here's Trout. And that'll load the bases.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
So bases all loaded up. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident.
On the ground to the left. And it gets by him. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And that loads the bases. Here is Yoan Moncada. Here comes the skipper. Alek Manoah into the game.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Got him swinging. And there's 2 down. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Shanuel at third. Trout over at second. Soler on at first with 2 down. Swing. And now Ernie Clement. Smoked on the ground to second. Newman to first in time. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's George Springer. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a miss. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That one not close. And the count is 3-1.
You know, these Angels really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That one out to right. And George makes the grab. 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Mickey Moniak. Well struck left field. Way back there. That one is gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-1.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way.
So the batting order turns over. And next for the Angels, Kevin Newman. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shanuel. That one fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now. And we're back. Top 6. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Another 1-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that'll get down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Bichette gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That's out to center field. Moniak has this one sized up. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. That'll make it out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His 2nd home run of the series, and they're chipping away. It's 8-3.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now Dalton Varsho popped up. Moncada settles underneath it. They got it for out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. The Jays get a pair on this homer. Bottom of the 6th inning. So in now for the Angels, Mike Trout. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
Jorge Soler digs in now, flares it into the outfield. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And now, Yoan Moncada popped up to the left, into foul ground, brings it in. And that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Jose Suarez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Out towards right center field. Trout on his horse. Makes the catch. And there's 1 away. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
2 outs, base is empty. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Tattooed and gone. His 4th home run of the season. It's 8-4.
They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Base is empty with 2 away. And here is Andres Jimenez. That's a base hit, and that extends the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Jimenez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Foul tip into the mid, struck him out. It's a beautiful Springer dinger here. It's now. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. Now at the plate, Taylor Ward. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. So here's Darnell with 1 out. In the air, right field, and that is Springer. Snags it for the 2nd out. 2 down, base is empty. And next for L.A., Zach Neto. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs. Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7. Nothing. Number 57 gets the call from the pen. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ripped to 3rd and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. The Blue Jays down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Hit in the air, left field, Ward brings it in, and that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Angel Bastardo. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Kevin Newman, the next to hit for the Angels.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take.
Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make.
Over to Bichette. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Back in Anaheim, leading off, Addison Barger. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. Alejandro Kirk will hit next. Ball to strike. Tap foul at the plate. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hans Kraus, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Silser getting cranked up as well. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. 1 out left for the Blue Jays. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. It's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners. Well, Singy, today we get to see one of the game's best power hitters. He's tied for the league lead in home runs.
Yeah, he's not just hitting dingers. He's crushing them, Boog. No paint scrapers for him. His bat has been a huge boost to this lineup.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Luis Castillo, having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, when a guy like this takes the mound, Berg, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times, it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
Just misses. And that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And misses inside. 1 out, bases empty. That's towards center. Rodriguez. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, bases empty. And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And now 1 and 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. Did not go. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Rodriguez settles under it. And that is that. Back in Seattle. And today's starter, Max Scherzer. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career. So expect to see more of the same in this one.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Jimenez makes the play. 1 down. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. So here's Scherzer. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And the Mariners back at T-Mobile Park. New inning getting started. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Arozarena moving under this one. Makes the catch for the out. So digging in, Dalton Varsho. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. No score here in the second. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
One out and a runner at second here in game one of this three-game set. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Grandal down to first with it. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Definitely a strikeout situation right there, and he got it. You do not want him to put the ball in play and want to strand that runner at third. Now all he needs is one more out.
Makes the catch, inning over. Blue Jays held it. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Late swing fouled off. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Jumps, throws. Nicely done for the out. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. Scherzer winds and deals. Ripped to short. Bichette whips it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Here's the third baseman, Austin Shenton. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And the batter is George Springer. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Tag. Save. Grandal's throw not in time. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Arozarena pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. 2 on, 1 out. That one well upstairs. 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Rodriguez snags it on the run.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Swung on, belted. Marlowe going back, leaping, and it's gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes deep, his 7th home run of the season, and they take the lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident.
Now it's the DH, Anthony Santander. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Santander at second with 2 down. The 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And that one in the air center field. Rodriguez makes the play, and that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third, and now the veteran catcher, Yasmani Grandal. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That's a ball.
Close, but call the ball. 2-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that is gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 3-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run. Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That one hit to right. Springer sizing this one up. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Back to the top of the lineup, Cade Marlowe. Up next for the Mariners. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
2 outs, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo. On to the fourth, and now for the Jays, Davis Schneider. And a base hit up the middle. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now the catcher comes up to him, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
Oh, right to the backstop. Schneider into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Nabs it, and there's one down. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And that one is inside. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Trent Thornton getting ready to go. Santos warming up as well. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
2 on, 1 out. Here's George Springer. 2 on, 1 out. Grounded to third. Could be 2. There's 1. On to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Mariners 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Schneider makes the grab, one away. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a swing and a miss. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now here is Randy Arozarena. Scherzer deals. Right back to him on the mound. On to first. They get the out on Arozarena. And that. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Hitting the air out to center field. Rodriguez settles under it. And it's caught for the out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bo Bichette.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Slings to first, and Guerrero is set down. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for Seattle, Rowdy Tellez. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Scherzer ahead 1-2. Stays alive. And that one hammered. That's back. And that one's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 3-2.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Springer there makes the catch. 2 away now. So now the DH spot, Dominic Canzone. That's down and in. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Seattle gets a little closer on this solo homer. It's now. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Trent Thornton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That's the ball.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a foul straight back. Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. And now here is Dalton Varsho. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Colin Snyder up and loosening in the pen. Fly ball down the line. Rosarena settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tags at second, applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. Here's the left fielder, Davis Schneider. 2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a bouncer. Crawford. Now the throw to first on the run. They get the out, and well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Cade Marlowe getting ready to hit. Popped up left side. Bichette makes the grab. 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is J.P. Crawford. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Corrals it, and that top of inning number 7. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And a pitch. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. And now it's even up.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Softly hit to third. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That one the other way. And foul ball. Line drive, base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Tries to get back, but he can't. The throw hangs him out. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Line drive. Makes the catch, 1 down. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Randy Arozarena. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And that quickly 2 away. So here comes Rowdy Tellez.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider. But
2 outs, runner at first. At the plate, Austin Shenton. Mad Max notches the K. Mariners leave 1. They're down. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Brash.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throw over to Tellez, and that's 1 away. as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Next to hit, Bo Bichette. The 1-1.
2-1.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Gregory Santos preparing to come on if needed. Spire also throwing. One down, base is empty. That to right. Marlowe on the move. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. looking to do more of what he did back in the 3rd. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And now 2-2.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
And a ground ball to first. Guerrero takes it to the bag. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. Just missed. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. That's hit, strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one. Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That's another strikeout for Mad Max. He's cruising out there today. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Andres Munoz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Dalton Varsho now at the plate. Late on that fastball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Line drive to short and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
The 2-1. Headed towards the corner. It gets down, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline and he scores. It's 4-2.
Well, these players understand how important each run is, especially as you get closer to the end of the ball game. Nice job right there to get that runner in from third and add a little insurance.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Tapped on the ground softly to short. To second, Polanco. And that's the 3rd out. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Clement over to first. 1 up, 1 down. And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Swings and misses. And they're down to their last out. And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Next offering is in for a strike.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take game one of this. On the corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive, welcome to T-Mobile Park. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boo.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. Starting on the mound in this one, Ryan Wu. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. One down. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Gets him to chase after that one. Bichette at first, one gone. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike three. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. Anthony Santander knocks one out. His 18th home run of the season, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you.
So 2 down. Dalton Varsho digs in now. Popped up. Polanco. And that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of back in Seattle. And our pitcher in this game, Chris Bassett. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Schneider makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Now a chance for Julio Rodriguez. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
To the right side, Jimenez. Over to first. That's the 3rd out. Second inning set to go. Now the left fielder, Davis Schneider. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one missing inside. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Crawford throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. High fly ball right field. Marlowe hauls it in to end the inning. So no run. Back at T-Mobile Park, here's Rowdy Tellez. Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out. out on the drop. Third strike, 2 gone.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the Mariners DH. Dominic Canzone throws to first. Inning over. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the veteran outfielder, George Springer. That misses, and it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. One down, base is empty. That missed inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one high in the air to left center. Rodriguez sizes this one up, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Bo Bichette, the next to hit. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And makes the grab. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. That one lifted to left. And a quick out, number 1. And stepping in for the Mariners, Cade Marlowe. One out, base is empty. Curve in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And the righty deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Next offering popped in the air. Right field. Makes the grab. 1 down. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Here's a 2-1. Now that's smacked to right center. And a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. Santander around third. The relay to the plate. He's safe. And they lead by 3.
Back-to-back base hits. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Next to hit, Davis Schneider. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. And the runner holds.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Gregory Santos, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Snyder getting loose as well. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Rodriguez on his way over. Makes the catch. And that is that. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now 3-0. You're dialed in. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom four, and now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And you know, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Bichette whips it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. Strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And he grounds one to the right side. Jimenez tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself.
Runner on the go. Pitch is high. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner at second. Nobody out. High in the air, out to right. Marlowe ranging back. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Here comes the manager out of the... So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Gregory Santos.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's safe. And they lead by 4. Bichette gets a chance to hit. The shortstop takes the ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Hard hit right side. Fires over to first. And Guerrero. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Austin Shenton. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Hard ground ball, base knock. And they have their first base runner since the second inning. Yasmani Grandal up to hit. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple.
It's in and out of his glove to Jimenez. To first, not in time. Great effort there. 2 on with 1 out. And up next for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes. But that's not what that pitch was.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And there are 2 down. Cade Marlowe up next for the Mariners. The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the all set for the start of the inning. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. So up next, Dalton Varsho. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Hit in the air, left field. Arozarena moving under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Now here is Davis Schneider. The 1-1. Out to short. Crawford. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. There's a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena, on the ground. And it goes just foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Jimenez throw to first. They get the out on a Rosa. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Colin Snyder. Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit. That's ripped. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Nobody out. Runner at first. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Tag safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. And the batter is George Springer. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw over to Tellez. That takes care of Springer. Here's Andres Jimenez. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top half of inning number 7. That one the other way. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Here's the pitch to Tellez. That one missed.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And puts the squeeze on that one. 1 away. And now it's going to be Austin Shenton. Hard hit left side. Whips it to first. 2 down. And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Mariners nothing. Back in Seattle, and now the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This one in the air. Tellez. And out number 1 on the grab.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Rodriguez hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Squirts away a little bit. Two outs. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out. Davis Schneider will hit next. On the ground to third. Shenton to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. 2 outs, bases full. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 6-0.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Timing on the swing.
New pitcher for the Mariners, Trent Thornton.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Stepping in, Ernie Clement. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And here is Cade Marlowe. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance feet, there's out. 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
Number 3, shortstop J.P. Crawford.
In the air to left center, Schneider. He makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back at T-Mobile Park, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas. The other way. Throws it away. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
It's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
Here's a rocket out to left. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 away. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. Line drive, base hit right field. Lucas around third. He'll score easily, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Comes through with the RBI. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Rodriguez puts it away. That's out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Time called. Bichette, the runner at first with 2 gone. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Staying in the game on defense, Nathan Lucas. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Angel Bastardo.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats. Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Rowdy Tellez. Pop foul out of play off to the right. To first, might be 2. They get 1. Back to first, double play, and that's the ball game. This one ends. From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. Mother's Day action on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing.
First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings. Bryce Miller. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fouled off. He was late.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
That's 3 singles in a row. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. 1-1 now. On the ground to second, might be 2. Tosses to first, run scores, and that makes it 2-0 as they get the out. Here's the third baseman, Addison Barger. Here's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Miller with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's the first slider we've seen today, and it was almost unfair. So digging in, Davis Schneider. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and no one can get there. 1 run across. Now 2 runs score, and it's 4-0. A 2-run double.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Bowden Francis. What do we have on him?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
And now J.P. Crawford. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
In the air, left field. That is the inning. Top of the second, and now for the Jays, George Springer. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious where adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Here's Andres Jimenez. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well,
and that's a base hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And now a full count. Full count. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. His second homer of this series, and they add to the lead. It's 7-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was.
Emerson Hancock gets the ball now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but
this one's fair down the line and left, and it's going to be extra bases. And into second with one away. That's a double.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Slings to first in time. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Santander coming home. He will score. The throw to second is offline.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Barker stands at second with 2 gone. Swings and misses, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Nothing doing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That one almost got him.
1 strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that will drop foul. Swing and a miss, and he got him. One gone here.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here's George Springer. One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Swinging a foul straight back. Got him swinging.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Yasmani Grandal up to hit. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He circles the bases, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 8-1.
That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out on a heater. Start of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Cut on and lifted in the air, puts it away for the out, and there's one down. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. One down, base is empty. And that's outside. Line drive, Adam in center field.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Strikeout number 8. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. One out, base is empty. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Schneider under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back in Seattle. And now Dalton Varsho. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back. And that ball is gone. His 9th homer of the year, and they add on. It's 9-1. Addison Barger digs in now. This one smoked on its way out of here. His 2nd of the year. It's 10-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Taylor Saucedo.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Polanco tosses to first. 1 away here in the 5th. And the batter now, Tyler Heineman. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. High fly ball out into left center field. Arozarena after it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards, so we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Austin Shenton up next for the Mariners.
1 ball,
Base is empty,
2
1
strikes.
away. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side. Back at T-Mobile Park, all set for the top of the 6th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. That one the other way. Throw over to Tellez. 1 up, 1 down. And next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. Swing and a ball popped up. Crawford hauls it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now a screamer into the outfield. Rodriguez pulls it in on the run. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. You got to put a ball in play.
And that one is lifted in the air. And George makes the grab. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. The wind of the pitch. Chop to third. Shenton. To first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Late swing, foul to the left. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground, out to short. Crawford throws to first in time. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, base is empty. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Comebacker to the mound, and it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now it's going to be Davis Schneider. And foul ball. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Easton Lucas.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And the batter now, Julio Rodriguez. On the line, base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a
high fly ball out to center field. Varsho makes the grab. Both runners tagging. He scores on the sac fly, and it's now 10-2. So here comes Rowdy Tellez. And foul ball. Rodriguez takes his lead at third with 1 away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Not too often you're going to see a sub 90-mile-per-hour fastball get by a hitter for the strikeout, especially when it's in a very hittable location like that. Makes me think he was either looking for something else completely or he tried to do way too much with that swing.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Gregory Santos.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And the batter is George Springer. That's a laser base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And that leaves them with runners at second and third. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 2 on, 1 out. Tosses to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one ripped. Back there. That's not coming back. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 13-2. New pitcher on now, Gabe Spire. He's into the game with the bases empty. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2. So remaining in the game defensively, Will Wagner. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. And now the DH, Dominic Canzone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, center field. Varsho after it. And there's 1 down. Yasmani Grandal now at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. That one in the dirt, and the count's even at 2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Addison Barger. Late on that fastball. Helpful. Swing and a ball popped up. Shenton drifts towards it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Third home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 14-2. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
And here is Tyler Heineman down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. Rodriguez racing after it. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, George Springer. 2 outs, base is empty. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-2. Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there. J.P. Crawford getting ready to hit. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So last chance for the Mariners. Now here is Randy Arozarena. 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this is the perfect way to finish up a road trip, a sweep in this series before heading back home. This is a team that's got things rolling, and when you